This holiday season, you're not going to want to be the only one without a digital camera. Now this Kodak Easyshare, this is the C190, it's pretty easy to use. I'm going to tell you all about it when we get back. Check out this Kodak Easyshare. This is the C190. We have it in red and we have it in blue. It comes in a couple different colors. And overall, this is a great point-and-shoot digital camera, okay? You have a 5x optical lens. It's a 12 megapixel, 2.7-inch LCD screen around back. And let me just tell you something. The holidays are coming up and you're not going to want to be the only one without a digital camera. So if you're looking for something that is easy to learn, is going to take high-quality images, you're going to want to pay attention to this Kodak right here. Now let me tell you more about it. It comes with face detection, so it's going to make sure that everyone in your picture has a blur-free face. Okay, everyone comes out in focus. Also blur detection, and really another name for that is image stabilization, to make sure that even if you have shaky hands, your images are not going to come out blurry. Also ISO 1600, so if you're shooting in low light, you can boost up that ISO and make sure that your images still come out nice looking. Smart capture, okay, this is something that most digital cameras come with these days, and what it does, it's a scene mode that and it's going to automatically detect what scene is best for your settings, and the camera is going to do all the work. It's going to set the appropriate settings and you are not going to have to worry about a thing. Also movie mode, okay, and you can shoot movies with 640 by 480 resolution at 30 frames per second. Now you have 32 megs of internal storage with this Kodak, and that is not enough, okay, especially when your images are 12 megapixels. You're not going to want to mess around with that 32 megs of internal storage. Get an SD or an SDHC card. You won't have to worry about a thing. Another cool feature on this Kodak is panorama mode. Now you have panorama left to right and right to left. And really, I love panorama mode because you can really get the whole scene and remember every part of your shot when you're taking pictures. A couple different color modes. You can shoot in sepia, you can also shoot in black and white, or you can boost up the color high, low, or keep it natural looking. In camera editing, like resize and crop and create a slideshow. And last but not least, this Kodak right here takes 2 AA batteries, so you don't have to worry about charging a battery before you head out on your way to your next holiday party. You can just stop at a drugstore and pick up 2 AA's and you're good to go. Alright, so let's take a tour around this Kodak Easyshare C190 and I'm going to show you just how easy it is to use. Now let's start our tour by powering on. You'll see your power button right here, and then you have a dedicated button for your flash. Okay, so let's turn on. And around this wheel, this is your mode selection wheel to determine what mode you want to be on. And in the middle, you have your shutter release. Turning over, again, you'll see your 2.7-inch LCD screen. You have your wide and your tight right here. Here you have your directional arrows up, down, left to right, and your middle is OK, and your Easy Share button. Then along the screen, you have your trash, your menu, your info, and your playback. So if you go into the menu while in program mode, you'll see that one of the main things you can control here is your exposure compensation. But you also have control over your picture size, your burst mode if you want to take consecutive images all in a row, your self timer, your focus mode, and here you have auto, infinity, macro, and back to auto again. Your long time exposure, whether to turn that on or off. Here's your color mode. I talked about this earlier. You have natural color, high color, sepia, black and white, and low color. Keep on moving down and you'll see your AF control. Also your white balance options, your face detection on and off. Now face detection is going to help make sure that the people in your picture come out in focus. Here's your exposure metering, your AF zone options, your ISO to make sure that you have enough light even in low lighting situations. And here you control your sharpness, and we're back at top. Okay, so that is program mode. To get out of that, we'll just hit menu again. Let's check out some of the other modes. If you go onto the mode, it looks like a hand that's shaking, okay? That is your blur reduction, also known as image stabilization, and you want to be in this mode when you're somewhere where your hands aren't too steady, but you still want to make sure that your pictures come out nice looking. Let's check out another mode. We'll go into movie mode. Now when you're in movie mode, you can shoot movies up to 640 by 480 resolution at 30 frames per second. And if you hit, again, your menu tab, like so, you will see that you can change to, you can change your size to 320 by 240. So if you're just uploading to YouTube or to Facebook, you may want to use the smaller size for your movie mode, because then you don't have to wait as long to upload. You also can change your focus and even set timer for movie mode, which is pretty cool. All right, let's get out of here and let's go into our next mode, okay? And our next mode is Smart Capture, and this is what we were talking about earlier. The camera is automatically going to detect the right scene for your shot and change the camera settings, all like that. So easy, you don't even have to mess with a thing. One thing at all, actually. And if you hit menu again, like so, you'll see you have very few controls, okay? You can change the picture size, the burst mode, or the self timer, but that is it, all right? Next mode we're going into is macro mode, and you'll notice macro mode by the flower, and this is for shooting close-up images. Next mode selection we're going to is sport mode, and this is going to come in handy when you want to make sure to capture that slam dunk or that goal or that touchdown, whatever it is. It has a fast shutter speed. And also, last but not least, scene mode. Now you have a lot of different scenes here to choose from, everything from portrait, landscape, flower, sunset. We'll just go through the list pretty quickly, but it has all of the standard scene modes, okay? Everything from beach, snow, night landscape, boost up that high ISO, and look at this. You have your panorama left to right and your panorama right to left to get those extra large widescreen shots, okay? Now, a couple other things I want to show you on this Kodak before we leave, and that is in playback mode. Let's go into playback mode. Here we are. Here's some of the images I took. All right. Now, when you are in playback mode, you can just hit menu again. See, we're always going into menu. And from here, you can tag and protect your images. You can create your slideshow. You can select which images to print and to email, or you can just look at properties. And then if you scroll on over to the edit tab, you can use the perfect touch technique, and basically this is going to automatically touch up your photos. You don't have to tell it what to do. You can crop, you can rotate, copy, and add a date stamp so you never forget when you took that picture, okay? So basically, like I said earlier, this Kodak Easyshare, it's a C190. It's a point-and-shoot camera perfect for beginners. And this right here is your mini USB port, and you just hook this up to your computer, and you can easily upload and download all of your photos and your movies onto your PC, and then in turn put them on Facebook or YouTube or whatever you want to do with your photos. Just make sure you share them, because photos that stay in your digital camera, that is absolutely no fun. So whether you're looking for a gift for someone else or for you this holiday season, you may want to check out this Kodak. Again, it's the Kodak Easyshare C190. I'm Sam. See you guys next time. For more information on the Kodak Easyshare C190 point-and-shoot digital camera, just visit com.pewter.tv and type in Kodak C190 into the search box. For Computer TV, I'm Sam.